Today we're giving you 5 awesome lenses for the Sony A7 III. These are lenses that I personally own, used, and have bought, and I can absolutely and fully recommend them to you. Let's get started. Alright, so today we're talking about 5 awesome lenses for the Sony A7 III that I would absolutely completely recommend to you. And these are lenses, that I've completely used by myself. I've obtained them by myself. I have no affiliation with Sony or any of the other brands, and this is just something I thought I'd throw together because I've had some great success with these lenses, and I thought that you might too. So I'm gonna tell you right now that I do have a full in-depth review on all of these lenses. If you wanted to know more on one specifically, check those out for sure. And if you don't know who I am, if you've never seen one of my videos, my name's Stefan Malik, and I do a lot of photography and filmmaking, news reviews, and tutorials. So if you do enjoy this content, if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. Having said all that, let's get going. Number 1. I'm filming on it right now. It's the Sony 16-35 f4. That's right, f4. It's not the G Master. It's not a 2.8. It's not the new Tamron. It's the f4. And it's stabilized, it's versatile, it's a great size, and it's a great weight. I love this lens. I've had it for quite a few years. It's really never let me down. Some people say it's soft from 28 to 35. I just don't find it the case. It's adequately sharp throughout the entire range. I'm gonna be honest, and probably like most people, I find myself using this super wide angle lens on a tripod. So I'm rarely shooting under f4. The only time that I'm really using f4 is right now. And as you can see, the background blurs. It's not mind-blowing, but it's not horrible either. So there it is. It's a little bit pricey for what it is, but like I said, it's really never let me down. The build quality is great. It's really just a great all-around lens, and yeah, I'd recommend it to you. Once again, if you want to see more on it, check out my full in-depth review. Let's check out number 2. Number 2 is the beautiful big 85 portrait budget beauty that is the Samyang or Rokinon f1.4. And this thing, I love this thing. There are a few issues with a couple bad copies out there, but when you get a good copy, this lens is fantastic for the price. I've shot weddings with it. I love this thing. It's just a great all-around lens for just not a heck of a lot of money. It's best in class when it comes to size and weight for an 85 1.4. The build quality is pretty decent. And like I said, the price is really, you can't beat it. So definitely check this lens out if you haven't already. This is one to consider. Number 3 is an absolute no-brainer. If you don't own this lens, you definitely should. That's the Sony 90mm macro. Are you focusing on it? No, not me. I know the autofocus is really good, but the 90mm macro, this thing is phenomenal. Love this lens. I would probably venture to say this is the best value for money lens that you can buy for Sony E-mount that is made by Sony. It is amazingly sharp. It is a fantastic portrait lens as well as a macro lens. The build quality is great. Its autofocus is very quick. It's just a phenomenal lens. You're gonna pay for it. It's quite pricey, but absolutely it is worth every single penny. And once again, this is probably one of the first lenses that I bought, and it will never leave my side. That I can promise you. So there's another one. Absolutely, completely recommend, and definitely check out my full in-depth review on that one. Let's move on. Okay, number 4, I'm gonna get some groans, but it's of course the Tamron 28-75 f2.8. And I love this thing. This thing has served me so well. I use it every single day. It's just completely amazing in pretty much every way. The size, the weight, the price, the quality you get out of it, the autofocus, what's not to love? And yes, I like it over the Sigma, the new Sigma, and yeah, people are having a real hard time with that, but you know what? That's just my personal opinion, and that's what this is all about. So I really recommend this lens to you, of course, if you're kind of on the fence, especially if you're new or you're maybe an intermediate photographer. This thing is not gonna let you down. The only downside that I would kind of say that I do miss is there's no switches on this thing. I wish there was an automatic manual focus switch. And one other thing that kind of bugs me is that the zoom and focus rings are reversed for me. So that I don't completely love, but all around fantastic lens, and completely recommend it. Okay, the last lens I'm going to talk about today is this beast. It's the Sony 100-400 f 4.5 to 5.6 G Master. I freaking love this thing. I haven't had it for very long, but I've wanted it forever. This is definitely a bucket list lens for me, and I cannot tell you how incredibly stoked I am to own this thing. It's literally every bit as amazing as I wished it was. I don't even have a full in-depth review because I'm taking my time on this thing, gathering some really great footage for you guys. So by the time you watch this, maybe I'll have that out, maybe not, but absolutely this thing is amazing in so many ways. And yeah, I chose it over the 200 to 600. Check out the minimum focus distance, like 3 feet. It makes it just such a versatile, incredible lens. It's literally sharp through every aperture, every focal length. It's amazing. But yeah, it's very pricey. It is, I'll give it that. So if budget's a factor, buy it anyways. I love this thing. So that's gonna be pretty much it for the 5 that I recommend. These are the lenses that I love right now and that I kind of always go back to. And I wanted to kind of just share my experience because that's what this is all about. It's just my opinion, and I wanted to kind of throw it out there so you guys have an idea. And of course, your shooting style is going to be different from my shooting style. So what works for me might not work for you, but I just kind of wanted to share my experience. I really hope this was helpful. If you have any ideas, if I missed something, if you want to chat or whatever, drop your stuff in the comments. I'd love to talk to you. And if you want to buy one of these lenses, check out the affiliate links in the description as well. And what else is there? I guess that's pretty much it. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you in the next one.